beginning, right around 1960, a series of big public projects started to sort of slowly chip away at the physical and social fabric. And so that really began, the big one that started off was the Memorial Coliseum, which took out, demolished a whole lot of housing, took out the street grid in there, you just see a few vestiges. The left bank building that we saw, the Paramount apartments there, there's just a few bits left. Closely following that in the early 60s was I-5. And the interstate freeway, like in a lot of cities across the country, the interstate freeway system ripped a huge swath right through the center of town, and oftentimes it was in poorer neighborhoods where it was easier to acquire property, and the political will wasn't as strong to protect it. That displaced a whole bunch of folks, and it was called the Minnesota Freeway because there used to be a street called Minnesota. Maybe there's bits of Minnesota left somewhere. Bits of it left. Then, you see over here the Emanuel campus, which actually, I'm not sure when it started, but there was a big expansion in the early 60s. But in 1970, an urban renewal area was formed, or 69, and Emanuel planned to quadruple its size, and with the Development Commission and federal support, brought up, I don't know, something like nine blocks around this area. Russell and Vancouver Williams was really the heart of the area, and they bought up, I think about 9 blocks, as I said, and they raised over 200 houses, numerous commercial buildings all along Williams and Vancouver. And in 1973, almost literally the day that demolition stopped, Congress declined to fund the project, and so many of these blocks remained vacant for decades. It's really symbolic of a lot of the discomfort with public planning and urban renewal areas. And that kind of, as Debbie mentioned, sort of was some of the deep backdrop to change in planning paradigms that happened with community development initiatives and neighborhood associations, and the Albina community plan, for instance, trying to sort of approach that with a little bit more community involvement and so forth.